Hello and welcome to SuperSportsWomen TV. Nat Edwards and Mel Jones with you. MJ, let's get straight into the WNBL Grand Final. The Dandenong Rangers 94-70 over the Bulleen Boomers. Absolutely fantastic game though.
It was a massive win for them and it was a really good game. I mean, the score sort of blew out in that last quarter, only a handful of points at three-quarter time, but just contributors right across the board for Dandenong. They're absolutely brilliant. Kath McLeod.
Oh, she was fantastic.
On one leg. The point guard, she was just the general. She was absolutely fantastic and really well supported by Jenna O'Hay with 20 points, but also Steph Cumming was fantastic and Tegan Cunningham as well off the bench. So they had contributors right across the game.
That they did, and this will go a long way towards their Opals national selection as well with those two good performances.
Yeah, look, it doesn't stop there. They've got a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest, a little bit of R&R, but then it's straight back into camps for the Opals, and it's going to be a really tight selection now. I think players are just putting their hands up more and more, which is a wonderful place to be in for Carrie Graff and the Opals coaches.
And no rest for the Premiers because they're straight back into the Seabull this weekend. They're taking on Nunawading.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So I think the girls are just going to sort of put their feet up, at least have a couple of sessions off. Just a couple, and then straight back into it for Seabull.
All right, and some other news that came through on Tuesday morning is that Samantha Stosur, the Australian world number 6, has been knocked out of the Indian Wells tournament in California. She lost to Nadia Petrova, the big Russian, in 3 sets, 6-1, 6-7, 7-6. So bad luck for Sammy there, and let's hope she can get things going in terms of Wimbledon and French Open coming up. But can you tell us about the Southern Stars? They're over in India.
They certainly are, and a magnificent start for them too. So it's a big tour for them. The T20 World Cup is on in Sri Lanka in September, October. So a lot of these games will go towards the preparation for that. They've started off with the one-dayers though. They had the first one the other day and had a 30-run win over India, which is wonderful. So they've got 2 more games, one on this Friday, and then they start the 5 Series T20s.
All right, and on to some athletics now. We had the World Indoor Athletics Championships. Disappointing for Alana Boyd, who we spoke about last episode. She came 9th in the pole vault, but Sally Pearson, isn't she just phenomenal?
I'm sort of running out of words for her, really, aren't we? Here she is in the World Indoors. She's only ever run 3 indoor races before, so that's a magnificent effort in itself. But the distance in which she won
60 metres, and she won by quite a good length.
Over quality field. They had Porter, who's the captain of the British athletics team as well, in there as well. So really good performance once again by Sally.
Excellent. And just in some other news, the IAAF is having its inaugural Hall of Fame ceremony this November in Barcelona. They've named 12 athletes who will be inducted, and one of them is Australian sprint champ and 4-time Olympic gold medalist Betty Cuthbert.
I love this one, the golden girl of Australian athletics, and we don't hear too much about the players and athletes that have gone before us, but this is one that everybody should know of. She was an absolute superstar in the sprints, won a gold medal in the 1, the 2 and the 4x1, missed the next Olympics and then came back at Tokyo and won at the 400, just to say that she had a little bit of kick in the legs as well. So an absolute superstar of Australian athletics, and really well deserved.
Well, congratulations to Betty. Now it's a big weekend of sport coming up. We've got the Olympic National Swimming Trials, so that'll decide our Australian swim team, which is very exciting. And of course we've got the Southern Stars, so don't forget to check out all the latest news and results on supersportswomen.com.au, and you can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and subscribe of course to our YouTube channel so you can check out all our fantastic videos. Thanks for joining us again, MJ.
Absolute pleasure.
We'll be back next week. In the meantime, don't forget to check out supersportswomen.com.au.